May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please, for a very important safety announcement. The health of our graduates, guests, and employees is paramount. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic and guidance from the Texas Education Agency, the Cypress-Fairbanks ISD Office of Emergency Management asks that while attending the graduation ceremony, you adhere to the following health guidelines. Use the markings throughout the stadium to maintain a minimum of 6 feet distance from other participants and guests. Do not congregate in groups. Keep physical contact to a minimum. Use the hand sanitizer or hand washing stations. Face coverings are recommended while entering, exiting, or moving within the facility. Harris County Fire Marshal requirements do not allow anyone to stand in or block any aisles during the ceremony. Family members and guests are not allowed to walk down to the bottom of the aisle to take pictures. All pictures must be taken from your seat. Today's ceremony is being broadcast on the district website at www.cfisd.net. In the event of an emergency, please make sure you have identified the nearest exit, which may be located behind you. At the conclusion of the ceremony, we ask all guests to stay seated until the graduates have left the stadium. Once the graduates have departed, please maintain a minimum of 6 feet distance from other guests as you are exiting. Congregation of groups after the ceremony is not allowed. Please meet your graduate at your parked car and continue your celebration, including taking photographs, at home. Thank you for your cooperation. Cypress-Fairbanks ISD wishes you a safe and enjoyable summer.
Good morning and welcome to the commencement exercise for Cypress Creek High School class of 2020. We are pleased that you are here today to help us celebrate this significant occasion in our students' life. Please stand for the opening ceremony. Gentlemen graduates, please remove your caps at this time. The Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Student Council Vice President Alita Holmes, daughter of Shamitha Dillard and Antonio Holmes, and the Cy Creek Choir is performing the national anthem.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you, Aaliyah, Ms. Paul, and senior choir members. That was beautiful. And now it is my pleasure to introduce National Honor Society Technology Liaison Officer Jonah Mendoza, son of Dalia Perez and Jorge Mendoza. He will share a few welcoming words with you this morning.
Good morning, honored guests, teachers, administration, family, friends, relatives, online viewers, my mother Dahlia, my father George. Hey guys, how y'all doing? And of course, you guys, the Cypress Creek High School graduating class of 2020. First off, I'd like to thank Google, SparkNotes, and PhotoMath for helping me get here. It's crazy to look out over all of you knowing very well this might be the last time I ever will. We've all changed and grown so much. Some of us even turned out good looking. I'm talking to you, Colin Smith. No, really, you all look amazing. Although it's a little embarrassing we all showed up wearing the same outfit. No? Most of us have gone from complete strangers to a supporting community of gifted and empowered individuals. The encouragement we have for one another is just as powerful and prominent as the heavy beat of drumline making their way down to our student section. I decided I wanted to speak today because I couldn't think of a more tenacious, more courageous graduating class. Look at us, wearing our robes. Usually when you're wearing a robe in the middle of the week, it means you've given up. But obviously, quitting is not in our vocabulary. I mean, we've been through it all. Random, sporadic fires, killer clowns, Hurricane Harvey, junior year as a whole, horrible cases of senioritis, and of course, the notorious coronavirus or COVID-19. It's in times like these when people tend to feel small, defenseless, or average, if you will. Not that there's anything wrong with average. Keep in mind that many of our idols, political and social leaders, and our heroes started their journey feeling like just average individuals. Although at many times we may feel quote-unquote average, we have the ability to discover our potential to achieve greatness. Greatness comes from those who support us, those who go out of their way to be thoughtful and generous, whether giving advice, teaching life lessons, or just being an outlet, our unsung heroes. Throughout my 4 years in high school, there were many times when I questioned my self-worth, my talent, my abilities to succeed. One afternoon, I was going for a run in the trails behind my neighborhood. I had my earbuds in. Yes, this was before I got AirPods. And on the way back, I started running really fast to finish the mile I was on, and the wire got caught between my arm and jerked my earbuds out. I stopped and went to pick them up, but the little white rubber tip came off one of the earbuds. I looked around for it everywhere, retraced my steps, but it was hopeless. I couldn't find it. Later that evening, I was watching Netflix, went to scratch my ear, felt something funny. It was the little white rubber tip. I had it the whole time and I didn't even realize it. Now, I wonder if you are looking for something that you already have. You've been looking around you when you should be looking within you. When you have the talent, you have the creativity, you have the confidence, and you have what it takes to succeed. Always remember, life is a choice, and every day we can choose to focus on our gifts instead of our misfortunes. And every day we can choose to turn our worst tragedies into our greatest blessings. And every day we can choose to love instead of hate. Class of 2020, you've given me the utmost abundance of memories, lessons, and opportunities that I will forever cherish. Before I end, I just want to thank you in the most honest and genuine way I can think of. A declaration over our lives, our careers, and our future. I declare that our futures will be strong. I declare that we will be healthy, that we will be blessed, prosperous, redeemed, talented, creative, disciplined, focused, confident, secured, prepared, qualified, motivated, valuable, free, equipped, empowered, anointed, accepted, and approved. Not average, not mediocre, victors, never victims. As Leslie Knope once said, let's embark on our new journey. Let's break out a map, not the old, out-of-date one that shows where we've been, but a crisp new one that shows where we might go. Let's embark on our new journey and see where it takes us. Class of 2020, today we will look to our future and not our past. From now on, we will make every second count because today we are alive and we're ready. Thank you.
Thank you, Jonah. I would like to introduce our special guest on the stage today. I want to give a special welcome to Dr. Mark Henry, Superintendent of Cypress-Fairbanks Independent School District. Dr. Henry will be attending each high school ceremony to confer diplomas. Also on stage today are our Board of Trustees. Mr. Bob Covey, President. Mr. Don Ryan, Vice President. Ms. Debbie Blackshear, Secretary. Ms. Julie Heineman, Mr. Tom Jackson, Dr. John Ogletree, and Mr. Gilbert Sarabia. I would also like to take this time to introduce those assisting in this morning's ceremonies. Ms. Amby Klingscale, Associate Principal. Mr. Michael Contreras, Director of Instruction. Assistant Principals and Counselors, will you please stand? Thank you all. And of course, I would like to make a special acknowledgement of some of the most important people, our teachers. These teachers have helped to shape the future. I am proud that many of them are here today to honor our graduates. Would they please stand? Thank you. Cypress Creek's outstanding faculty is represented by 4 teachers who were chosen by the senior class to read their names in the presentation of diplomas. They are Mr. Edmund Heap, Government Teacher, Ms. Maya Edwards, PACE Teacher, Mr. Robert Landrum, Economics Teacher, and Ms. Julie Markwood, English 4 Teacher. Congratulations to each of them. It's quite an honor. I would also like to extend a special thank you to Ms. Kathy White, Cy Creek Registrar, for all her hard work in preparing for today, along with Ms. Heather Harrison, Ms. Sarah Hubble-Schaefer, and Ms. Amby Klingscale for their leadership and guidance of the class of 2020. Last, I would like to acknowledge another special group of people. If you are a parent or guardian of one of these fine graduates, please stand so you can be celebrated. Thank you for sharing your outstanding adults with us these last 4 years. I would like to share some information about the class of 2020. Our honor graduates are wearing cords. Red honor cords represent our 63 cum laude graduates. The silver honor cords represent our 53 magna cum laude graduates, and the gold honor cords represent our 83 summa cum laude graduates who are graduating with highest honors. Our National Honor Society graduates are wearing stoles, and our Mu Alpha Theta graduates are wearing honor patches to represent the Honorary Mass Society. Many other cords are worn to represent our other academic distinctions. Finally, in recognition of their outstanding academic success, it is my pleasure to announce that our valedictorian is Catherine Adele Clark, daughter of Julie and Peter Clark. Katie, will you please stand? Our salutatorian is Colleen Elizabeth Miller, daughter of Eileen and Dale Miller. Colleen, will you please stand? Congratulations to you both. The Cypress Creek class of 2020 is continuing the tradition of quality. It has distinguished itself in its own unique manner, setting new standards for all future classes. The class of 2020 has been offered $4,620,024 in scholarships. The class also produced 6 commended National Merit Scholars, 4 Hispanic Scholars, and 1 finalist in the National Merit Program. Over 92% of our graduates have reported that they will be entering college in the fall, while 31 of them will be entering the military to defend our country. I would like to ask the students who are entering the military to please stand and be recognized. Thank you. During the year, you have received numerous group and individual accolades. We have witnessed you triumph in numerous extracurricular activities, winning district, area, regional, and state. Cypress Creek Class of 2020, words cannot express the pride I feel in being your principal. You are special to me because you are the first class for whom I have served as principal all 4 of your years. It has been an honor to watch you grow, mature over the last 4 years. Your perseverance is second to none. You have been part of the aftermath of the 9/11, Hurricanes Ike and Harvey, the Tax Day and Memorial Day floods, an economic recession, and a global pandemic. You have overcome incredible obstacles that will help you succeed in life. The class of 2020 has left an outstanding legacy for future classes to emulate. I look forward to seeing the amazing things you will accomplish. I would like to introduce to you now, summa cum laude, graduate Thomas Jax Lewis, son of Beth and Tim Lewis. He will deliver the address to the class of 2020.
Thank you to all who came out here today to celebrate with us on our special day. We want to welcome friends, family, and especially our parents. Without all their love and support, we would not be where we are today. How many days of forgotten lunches were saved in the clutch with a quick drop off to Miss Karen? Thanks, Mom. You rock. I can't believe we're about to say goodbye to the place where we spent the last 4 years of our lives. It's sad to think that we're leaving Creek behind us. But let's take the advice from one of the greatest philosophers and literary geniuses of our time. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Dr. Seuss. However, I am sure that by the end of this ceremony, many of you will have shed some tears, and probably some more than others. And we all know I'm talking about you, Sophie Flowers. The chapter is ending here, but the journey has definitely been memorable. I like to think of my life as a storybook, where each day, each page develops to a grander chapter of life. And one day, it may be good enough to be told. Who knows? It may even become a New York Times bestseller. The fact is, everyone's life has a story. And that story is uniquely different from the person sitting right next to you. Even if you happen to be two identical twin brothers from Germany that have made all of us second guess ourselves as to which one we are talking to in the hallway. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Nick. Nick, you know what I'm talking about. What I was saying is that even though we're all different, we've had the blessing to have all 762 of our lives collide for the last 4 years. We all remember the first day of school. 1,380 days ago, we all walked into Creek ready for the year of first. First high school class, first homecoming, first football game, first CC, first test, first bad test grade, first time you saw that pretty girl in your class, first time getting rejected by that pretty girl in class. However, we've all matured since then. We have grown up and learned a lot from our time at Creek. Like, for example, we know from biology that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. And we learned pretty quickly not to go down stairway 6. And we're supposed to know the unit circle by now, but let's face it, you know it now just as well as you did the day before the quiz. You don't. Aside from those factoids, we really did learn a lot. And it's going to be beneficial to us in the next chapter of our lives. I can't wait to see all of you in 10 years, because I believe, and if you think so too, let me hear a shout, that this is going to be the greatest class that has ever graduated from Cy Creek. Let's hear it. There we go. Yeah, let's go. And it's truly an honor to be giving the commencement speech to a crowd full of so many future successful business owners, professional sportsmen, public influencers, and viral TikTok dancers. What did we ever do before TikTok? Although I took some pretty tough classes, I won't be the one that NASA calls when Houston has another problem. But they will call Rick Ghosh, who not only aced everything he studied endless amounts of hours for, but also helped our teacher create questions to use in our reading guide, and then required us to cite evidence from outside the reading. but I'm not one to hold a grudge. Also, when you go to the polls in the year 2040, I won't be a candidate to vote for, but we may see our very own Emily Waits on the ballot. Also, Emily, if you do become president, I'm willing to be your Melania for the second time. Call me. And I definitely won't be the one you wish you on your fantasy football team. But Josh White will be the next best NFL linebacker to ever play. Yeah. Oh, also, Josh, where are you? Wave your hand. Where is he? Over there. There he is. Just know, Josh, that when you play at LSU and then in the big leagues, just know, Josh, that you were a Cougar first. Just like all of us. We were all Cougars first. We were all Cougars together. And that's what unites our stories. It's the time that we spent together inside those brick walls. I hope your time at Creek was worthy of going in your life story. Because for me, it is an honor to put Creek in my story. However, it's not necessarily the school itself, because at the end of the day, a school is simply a building. It's the people of Cypress Creek. It's the culture, the camaraderie, the traditions, and the shared vision. It's the teachers that did much more than just manage a classroom, but gave their hearts to their students each and every day, making our time there that much more special. It's the teachers like Mrs. Edwards, who takes you in beyond freshman year, as well as believes in your dream to go to Baylor, and you didn't even believe it yourself. It's teachers like Tommy Gunn Miller, who allows this brand new kid to stupidly walk into his classroom 2 weeks into school, having no clue it's an AP class, but within 55 minutes, convinces you to stay for the rest of the year, just by being a most excellent teacher who loves the subject, and if it's possible, loves his kids more. Miller, you changed the course of my high school career that day. Also, there are many of us who will forever reserve a special chapter in our life storybook for that one person who could strike fear in our hearts and a passion in our souls, who could drive us to excel and beat us into submission, all at the same time. Coaches, like the Chan Man himself, that their love for a sport is what gets you to play something you swore you would never play. Teachers, coaches, and even our administrators and our counselors each had a way of impacting us far beyond our high school years. Every single one of them has blessed my life and will definitely be in my storybook. And as for the hallway where Lally King and Heap live, I'm gonna need a whole chapter for the amount of abuse I endured. I mean, the amount of hours of remarkable teaching I received the years I was in that hall. But seriously, to all the teachers, and I think I can speak in confidence for the class of 2020 when I say this, thank you. Thank you for showing up early and putting up with us when life got too hard, even though you had a life too. Thank you for teaching us more than just a subject. Thank you for keeping your doors open past class time to help us deal with our own drama, just like a friend would. Thank you for pushing us to accomplish more than what we thought we ever could. Thank you for opening up your hearts to us when it wasn't within your job description. Thank you for going the extra mile each and every day, because that has made all the difference. As a result, I am truly a better version of myself than I was 1,380 days ago when I first walked into Creek. Honestly, shouldn't that be the goal in life? Always striving to be better than you were the day before. Always chasing after the better you. So, when we are all 1,380 days older than we are right now, how do you want our story to read? May it never be said of the class of 2020 that we peaked at graduation. Instead, taking what we've achieved during our time at Creek, the pages we've written, and roll them to the next chapter of our life to pen the greatest story ever told. Your story and my story. Now, before I walk off the stage, I just want to say thank you to my friends. the ones who made this homeschoolers real school experience better than you could have ever asked for. And while I was here, walking the same halls as all of you, I really did try to be a friend to everyone I passed, and maybe even made a positive impact in your life. Hopefully you found that to be true. So, in conclusion, don't think of this as goodbye. Think of this as see ya in 10 years when we are all significantly smarter, funnier, wealthier, and better looking than we are right now. Finally, I just want to say, as my final remarks to the senior class of 2020, my fellow Cougars, my friends, goodbye, Cougar High. Thank you.
Thank you, Jax. Well done. And now, what we've all been waiting for. Will the Cypress Creek class of 2020 candidates for graduation please rise? Dr. Henry, will you please come to the podium? Dr. Henry, as principal of Cypress Creek Senior High School, it is my pleasure to present to you the senior class of 2020 and certify that they have fulfilled the necessary requirements for graduation from the institution in the state of Texas. It is my request that they be graduated and that you in your capacity as superintendent of schools confer upon them the high school diploma with all rights and privileges pertaining thereunto.
Thank you, Ms. Snookhouse. By the authority vested in me by the Texas Education Agency and the Cypress-Fairbanks Independent School District's Board of Education, I do hereby confer upon the senior class of 2020 the diplomas of Cypress Creek High School with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto. And just to add to that, I'm so proud of you. In my 38 years of being an educator, I've never seen a class that's had to endure so much, and you've come through it with flying colors. I'm really proud of you, and I wish you the best of luck moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Henry. And now, seniors, please move your tassel to the graduate position on the left. Will the first row of summa cum laude graduates please come forward to receive your diplomas? All other graduates, please be seated. Mrs. Markwood.
Summa cum laude, Hassan Saifi Abbasi. Catherine Denise Aldana. Aisha Shelley Alexander. Kylie Elise Ament. Emily Ryan Banda. Joseph Owen Boato. Tavi Boo. Andrew Brady Bowman. Samantha Jean Brenner. Colton Michael Brond. Kelly Bustos. Catherine Adele Clark. Hannah Allison Cook. Christopher Hugh Dow. Alexis Rain Camacho de la Cruz. Paula Tan Hin Din. Parker Benjamin Edwards. Michaela Rain Manawis Escasura. Callie D. Flowers. Nandini Garg. Rick Ghosh. Rachel Camille Goebel. Natalie Elizabeth Gordon. Kirsten Karen Hadachok. Bryant Joseph Hill. Andy Lee Hong. Garrison William Hoyt. Jianyu Huang. Samantha Cameron Houston. Holly Sophia Wynn. Jenna Leanne Josephson. Tara Nur Kamal. Michael Kim. Ryan Minwan Kin. Ivy Adara Nabel. Abby Lane Cole. Lauren Elizabeth Krendler. Pauline Tanjuk Win Lee. Thomas Jax Lewis. Nathaniel Washin Lee. Emily Ann Maker. Ethan Walter Maloney. Nathaniel Kirk Martin. Natalia Lee McAvoy. Colleen Elizabeth Miller. Tristan Anthony Oliver Minsquero. Terry Mark Murray. Arwa Mustafa Neem. Kavya Manoj Nair. Mariela Cristina Nambo. Leslie Yen No. Amy Kimni Wen. Calvin Wynn. Joseph Wynn. Kevin Chow Wynn. Christy Wynn. Michael Tan Wynn. Teresa Twee Wynn. Jane Catherine Parks. Ni Tao Pham. Richard Dang Huang Pham. Sandy No Pham. Jacob Michael Purtis. Jesse Quach. Ariana Cristina Gallo Rabino. Kendra Madeline Schmieg. Riley Carson Sherrar. Jaden Nicole Sharp. Kayla Linnea Schoenfield. Elizabeth Claire Schaffner. Colin James Smith. Shelby Elizabeth Sutton. Deborah McCall Thomas. Emily Grace Thompson. Cameron Friel Thrasher. Robert Linus Throw. Tong Min Tran. Van Truc Trong Tran. Paige Avery Underbrink. Christopher Robin Valance. Nicholas Peter Valance. Emily Catherine Waits. Taya Vaughn Washington. Magna cum laude. Razik Malik Amin. Skylar Nicole Ariza. Ethan Alexander Ariola. Taya Jean Barker. Michael Andrew Bettis. Andreas Ventura Buenavista. Erica Calderon. Maria Noel Calvet. Jennifer Cow. Noor Khalid Chauhan. Hema Marie Chowdhury. Christian David Clark. Olawakami Agnes Marenki Coker. Willow Mackenzie Copeland Vallejo. Tynesia Irion Davis. Jet Emerson Desport. Victor Luis Esmilo. Ethan Michael Good. Legend O'Shea Grisby. Shay Christian Harris. Charlie Dellen Harvey. Sydney Ann Henderson. Alyssa Ashley Henson. Misael Aidan Hernandez. Joshua Kenneth Hill. Helen Isabel Hickson. Emma Christine Kanzabedian. Logan Matthew Keller. Matthew David Loosely. Robert Joseph McGuire. Mohammed Ashraf Malik. Caleb Joseph Magara. Anale Reese Mercadel. Morgan Page Middleton. Miranda Alyssa Montes. An Mai Fong Wen. Nathan Kang Wen. Alona Thomas Polef. Alexandria Probst. Nathan Alexander Roy. Brian Gregory Sarabia. James Fuad Taylor Shatara. Linda Victoria Smithson. Tiona Noktram Tail. Kaylee Ann Tran. Thomas Tien Phuc Tran. Ken Van Trong. Anna Catherine Urban. Andreas Mateo Vasquez. Ha Nat Kelly Vo. Brandon Chase Warwas. Sienna Dawn White. Kyle James Will. Cum laude. Petra Enonzawu. Chavasia Cantrell Anderson. Chaguza Argo. Emily Marion Avila Hinojosa. Nathaniel Jefferson Ball. Nicholas Sebastian Bazan. Surya Karishma Budram. Maria Camila Calle Lagos. Angel Raul Castillo. Marcy Ann Chavana Ortiz. Christopher Faraz Clint. Andrew Anthony Cortez. Christina Lynn Derby. McKenna Grace Earnhardt. Amber Lee Joy Enger. Sophia Loren Frith. Paris Evian Garza. Joshua Edward Glenn. Chloe Marie Gomez. Curtis Ryan Graves. Zeidel Edamarie Grimaldo. Alexandrea Noel Heyman. Jenna Morrow Harder. Karina Jaslyn Hernandez. Aaliyah Kaylee Holmes. Promise Elise Holmes. Drew Thomas James. Sydney Alexandra Johnson. Tasman Cortesia Naya Johnson. Ayana Flora Jones. Luke Patrick Kitzman. Elizabeth Carol Crixton. Fee Win Lee. Lauren Yvonne Lewis. Austin David Morales. Christopher Zane Moeller. Angel Wen. Fong An Not Wen. Charles Caleb Nye. Lacey Renee Odell. Ricardo Orduno. Kenneth Brian Nacis Pater. Alexandra Perez. Nicholas Christopher Penina. Linda Quintero. Rachel Grace Ricard. Melissa Jennifer Rodriguez. Jacob Renee Ruiz. Monica Sains. Iyani Michaela Sanders. Ryan Eric Selden. Brett Hall Simbera. Michaela Delaney Smith. William Douglas Stewart. Jacob Arthur Stivers. William Cao Tree Ta. Nat Min Tran. Marcus Din Trong. Diego Antonio Ugarte Gotera. You're not in this. Go across. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Abigail Vasquez. Tyler Singham Villasein. Nicholas Kerr Whitehead. Claire Janae Williams.
Yosef Ismail Abed. Maya Yvette Adams Bridges. Katie Larice Atkinson. Anna Christina Aftimos. Anna Sophia Aftimos. Priscilla Abigail Awayo Castillo. Michelle Alexa Aguilar. Christian Hermodine Laquindinum Alcade. Jessica Alejos. Martin Abdulio Alaman Jr. Carl Dwayne Alexander Jr. Christopher Clarence Allen. Christopher Durrell Allen. Jalen Timothy Allen. Angelina Michelle Alvarez. Cecilia Alonzo. Francisco Paco Andreas Alvarez. Victor Manuel Alvarez. Yazan Mohammed Alkazoo. Layla Leiliani Ambrose. Gisela Carolina Anaya Henriquez. Amy Ariano. Brian Ariano. Jose Pedro Ogueta. Benjamin Arguijo. Latangencia Samara Atkins. Rebecca Dawn Averett. Evelyn Andrea Avila. Cameron Zandra Ayers. Hunter Nathaniel Basner. Celeste Gail Bailey. Anthony Alexander Venegas. Dylan Ashkin Barine. William Joseph Barbary. Emily Felicitas Barone. Abigail Aaron Bassett. Iman Ishnaiwer Badri Batane. Jalacia Ashanti Marie Batiste. Am I waiting? Scotty Jesus Benitez. Shedrick Lagar Bennett III. Nathaniel James Bentley. Marissa Lynn Best. Gray Walker Billingsley. Byron Antonio Blassingame Jr. Marley Victoria Bovee. Xavier Danielle Bradbury Jr. Stephen Bradbury V. Tracy Simone Bradshaw. Edwin Francisco Bravo Perez. Ryan Aisha Monet Briscoe. Sorry. Malachi Joseph Brooks. Laurence Roger Brown. Malik Khalid Brown. William Cordell Brown. Cristobal Bryce Vega. Ulisa Clemencia Winrostro. Lindsay Marie Bullock. Madison Siobhan Burks. Alexis Lee Nicole Butler. Skylar Elaine Butler. Turdarius Demetrius Butler. Axel Cabrera. Marco Antonio Calderon Jr. Taylor Lane Calhoun. Jalen Calex. Thomas Calzada III. Jordan Anthony Nathaniel Camargo. Cheyenne Nicole Camp. Tristan Brent McCall Campbell. Julani Ray Campos. Luciano Isaiah Cantu. Nathan Wynn Cantu. Brittany Simone Caraway. Eleni Ashley Cardenas. Daniela M. Carrillo. Deja Alexandria Casey. Okay, Josmar Casnada Vasquez. Bruno Castillo Jr. Cesar Augusto Castillo Fernandez. Roberto Cedillo Perez. Alejandro Miguel Sega. Tyrone Jermaine Chambers Jr. Fabiola Chapa. Andrew Alexander Chaplin. Cambry Jonay Charles. Trey John Tremaine Chapman. Tristan Jacob Chavare. Shayla Justice Cheatham, Havaria Zane Chevalier, Anyade Kachi Chimachuku, Brenna Lillian Christian, Taylor Monet Clack, Felicia Alexa Clark, Tyrone Lamar Clifton II, Kamari Damone Cloud, Jeremiah Michael Coates, Talia Janae Colbert, Jordan Alexis Colorado, Roberto Carlos Costanza Alvarado, Mia Grace Cook, Rajane Ashlyn Cook, Jordan Rajad Cooper, Aaliyah Danielle, Arturo Julian Coronado, Julian Octavio Coronado. Just wait. Elijah Alfredo Cortez. I've already read their names. Go on. Crystal America Cortez, Elijah Alfredo Cortez, Brendan John Crawford, Malachi Anthony Criddle, Yaelene Malene Cruz, Alyssa Michaela Curry, Cheyenne Autumn Chichos, Harrielle Valerie Davis, Joshua Dale Davis, Madeline Nicole Davis, Maya Nicole Davis, Taylor Iretta Danae Dean, Dijon Dalen Dumache, Kogan Sherrard Duracell, Nicole Alexandra Diaz, Oscar Sean Diaz IV, Courtney Ray Dilly, Caitlin Marie Dilly, Kayla Nicole Dingus, William Thomas Dirks, Wayne KJ Dobson, Danielle Ruth Dockery, Isaiah Guillermo Dominguez Ward, Veronica Charday Donaldson, Michael Patrick Dorrington, Richard Anthony Douglas, Michelle Ann Duhan, Jose Catarino Duran Jr., Jarek Drew Dubarchek, Veronica Emily Edward Freeman, Clara Hema Edward, Brandon James Agusa Egbomanian, Mark Stanford Eldred III, Jordan Cyan Ellis, Amber Elizabeth Emery, Brittany Marie Indras, Nicholas Ray Escamilla, Alexandra Christine Evans Brooks, Ariana Marche Iwa, Anaya Unique Finnegan, Ellis Anthony Flores, William Alexander Flores, Celia Alejandra Flores Guzman, Sophie Grace Flowers, Christopher Thomas Forrester, Alexander Franco, Courtney Ellen Franklin, Donovan Havar Fusilier, Gabriel Gomez, Holly Catherine Gant, Colby Emmanuel Garcia, Ethan Alexander Garcia, Julio Cesar Garcia Jr., Romeo Xavier Garcia, Sarah Elise Garcia, Idalis Valentina Garza, Naya Celeste Garza, James Grayson Galding, Jaden Nataylor Malik Gilbert, Alana Marie Gillum, Ariane Charmaine Gobert Nuttall, Barbie Nayeli Gomez, Jacqueline Vanessa Gomez.
Daniel Gonzalez, Sine Alani Gordon, Richard Earl Gould Jr., Diego Alejandro Gracias Rosas, Hope Jillian Grandin, Christopher Charles Gregory, Maquintha Chalet Gregory, Viviana Shante Gregory, Tanner Jennings Groves, Valerie Dominique Guerrero, Valeria Guerrero Perez, Brianna Celeste Guevara, Matthew Adelado Gutierrez, Michael Gutierrez Placeres, T. Vu Nguyen Ha, Ahmad Hashim Habib, Sierra Grayson Haynes, Ari Denny Hamilton, Darren Gerard Hamilton, Kiana Monique Hampton, Dylan Tyler Hancock, Mohammed Harati, David DeVay Harbor, Alejandro Javier Harper, Jordan Matthew Harris, Joshua Joseph Harris, Tania Deshawn Harris, Sabrina Sauday Hawkins, William Earl Haynes, Edward Laura Henderson, Orlando Hernandez, Fabiola Herrera, Ariel Kashawn Hickman, Destiny Brianna Brenicia Hicks, Morgan Kenise Hill, Amy Elizabeth Hinojosa, Emmanuel Adrian Hinojosa, Shamia Shana House, Jairi Michael Howard, Kennedy Claire Howard, Samuel Joseph Howard, Tyven Cordell Howard, Adrian Rose Howell, Jason Michael Herda, Irma Social Huggins, Ethan Avery Hughes, Jenny Nene Wynn, Nee Wynn, Ian Inscore, Nasharia Olivia Isaac, Ryan Wilson Ivy, Aaliyah Latrice Ivy, Julian Emil Jack, Zion Gabriel Jackson, Francisco Javier Jaramillo Gujarro, Daquan Marquise Jefferson, Jules St. John Jefferson Jr., Aiza Jimenez, Jesus Daniel Jimenez, Carrie Cabrera Jimenez, Eddie Ray Jemerson Jr., Alexia Amy Johnson, Kiara LaDawn Johnson, Raven Camille Johnson, Tredarian DeMarcus Johnson, Aaron Teron Jones, Aspen Lachey Jones, Jerice Oliver Jordan Jr., Bryant Andres Juarez Vichet, Chelsea Shannon Kay, Marion Latrell Kent, Cameron Jamar Kimbrough, Michael Gregory King, Serenity Kiarston Love King, Derek Jamal Kinsey, August Jake Kovac, Justin Carl Crollo, Sophie Emily Cooey, Toby Chuku Daniel Cuenta, Olivia Marie Lackney, Mary Ellen Grace Lafferty, Amaria Michelle Lang, Tiana Avery Shanae Larkins, Lexi Elizabeth Latimer, Christian Lawton, Crystal Tran Lee, Sam Tien Lee, Ahmad Raheem August Lenore, Hakeem Brian Matisse Lenore, Alvean Antoinette Lewis, Devin Cole Loftus, Rachel Elizabeth Long, Cassandra Marie Lopez, Cameron Lee Love, Ennis Walterick Lusk Jr., Hugh Hung Liu, Isabel Marie Macias, Roxanne Macias, Jacqueline Damaris Macias Trejo, Kelly Lamb Me, Cindy Damaris Mancia, Brian Manuel, Andrew Joel Martinez, Christian Alexander Martinez, Felipe Martinez III, Fernando Martinez. Frankie Martinez. Julian Isaiah Martinez. Cami Jaylee Martinez. Sylvia Johanna Martinez. Giovanna Martinez Sanchez. Saul Jareth Martinez Sanchez. Joseph Martinez Guevara. Alexander Kincaid Massengill. Selena Wonderlia Rahia Mateus. Byron Bernard Mathis Jr. Dennis Max Matson. Jalen Zion Matthews. Christavia Marie Mays. Anthony Liam Mayfield. Amanda Lee McAvee. Chastity Almantia McLennan. Kamaya Chalada McGuire. Marcus Deshaun McIntosh. Jocelyn Alexis McLemore. Honesty Janae McNeely. Jesse James McNeil III. Christian Michael Medina. Martin Medina Jr. Saul Medina Jr. Jose Antonio Malicio Morales Jr. Evelyn Nevea Mendez. Jonah Antonio Mendoza. Alexandria Olivia Menz. Eric Alonzo Mercado. Olivia Michelle Merchant. Megan Marie Myers. Landon Wesley Moore. Elian Markela Monroe. Julius Isidro Montalvo. Pedro Morales. Jose Manuel Moreno. Lillian Moreno Loya. Blaine Barkley Morgan. David Joseph Morrison Jr. Akinche Ramone Morton. Rajane Pearl Evelyn Morton. Christian Cruz Masqueda. Zuri Mabel Masquera. Juan Manuel Masquera Cabeza. Kayla Angelic Munez. Matthew Reese Nalbo. Osvaldo Emilio Navarro Jr. Brandon Navarro Delgadillo. Brian Navarro Delgadillo. Kaylee Jean Marie Nettles. Jamela Newton. Tuan Bo No. James Owen Nase. Adam Tien Wee. Cameron Kai Kong Nguyen. Chi Tai Kim Nguyen. Christopher Van Nguyen. Isaac Viet Hong Nguyen. Kiana Marie Hong Nguyen. Lena Tao Nguyen. Noah Benjamin Nguyen. T. Nak Ben Nguyen. Tina Tan Hien Nguyen. Tung Vei Nat Nguyen. Ni Nguyen Nak. Kang K Ho Nan. Isaiah Orion Nicasio. Terrell Armand Nix Jr. Adrian Noriega. Joseph Ian O'Connor. Jalen Elena O'Mary. Adriana Ole Adame. Jose Antonio Ole Adame. Shasid Arleth Olivares. Cesar Armando Alibo. Oni May Chukwu Orja. Michael Alexander Ortiz. Ignacio Osorio Jr. James Wesley Outlaw. Santiago Oyangarin. Reagan Elizabeth Palacios. Jennifer Monet Parker.
Kayla Ravi Parsons. Alyssa Cirilla Pastrano. Paulino Abraham Paulino Lopez. Carrie Deshawn Peavy. Sarah Anita Pedraza. Zoe Kathleen Pena. Sky LaDonna Penny. Tatiana Elizabeth Peoples. Aaliyah Renee Perez. Angelica Janet Perez. Christopher Perez. Julian Omar Perez. Dorian George Perry. Isaac Nathaniel Peterson. Gracie Marie Pickett. Ariel Janelle Pine. Jeremy Noel Pineda Morales. Tavi Lasker Poche. Alejandro Ponce Jr. Paris Amber Ponce. Tyrese Jordan Pratt. Javon Rashad Priestley. Raed Kamir. Mohammed Shaken Rahman. Ashley Nicole Ramirez. Brian Ramirez. Giselle Yasara Ramirez. Liliana Patricia Ramirez Fricker. Nydia Joanna Rangel. Kelly Rochelle Ribosa. Tamara Michaela Reed. Elizabeth Squires Reese. Keyshawn Caslone Reese. Kashawn Ray Reese. Victoria Yvette Regla. Adam Robert Resendez. Adrian Reyes. Amelia Thomas Reyes. Brandon Noel Rooms. Guillermo Ricardo Perez. Jean Vite Danya Richards. Jasmine Yvette Richardson. Brittany Elizabeth Ridgway. Dahlia Rivera. Falak Noshin Rizvi. Chelsea Nicole Roberts. Anaya Arshay Robinson. Cameron Jordan Robinson. David Lee Robles Jr. Oh, I am? Oh, Amelia Reyes. Brandon Noel Rooms. Guillermo Ricardo Perez. John Vite Danya Richards. Jasmine Yvette Richardson. Brittany Elizabeth Ridgway. Dahlia Rivera. Balek Noshin Rizvi. Chelsea Nicole Roberts. Anaya Arshay Robinson. Cameron Jordan Robinson. David Lee Robles Jr. Enrique Giovanni Robles. Melissa Cassandra Rocha. Abril Rodriguez. Joe Bryant Rodriguez. Marily Rodriguez. Sergio That's you. Okay. Melissa Cassandra Rocha. Abril Rodriguez. Joe Bryant Rodriguez. Marily Rodriguez. Sergio Omar Rodriguez Jr. Richard Paul Rollins Jr. Christopher Roman Trujillo. Christine Leah Rosa. Harton Alistair Ross. Marianne Victoria Rubio. Keyshawn Deshawn Roman Russell. Caitlin Starr Sakatenko. Robert Homer Sakatenko. Joseph Daniel Saez. Michaela Saez. Angelina Maya Saez. Alan Oscar Saldivar. Jaron Ryan Saldivar. Andrew Samel. Jose Antonio San Luis. Carlos Sanchez. Sophia Rose Sanchez. Ulysses Josue Sanchez. Maurice Glenn Sanders. Marcus Sandoval. Victoria Santa Cruz. Dominic Trumaine Sarton. Jayana Danye Salter. Darby Hayes Schaefer. Jayla Elizabeth Snoffer. Carissa Michaela Schramm. Jamie Eamon Scott. Kenneth Aaron Samuel Scott Jr. Layla Alila Scott. Ramiro Segovia Jr. Alejandro Servin. Isaac Ray Sharp. Gabriel Scheich. Christy Lang Shelton. Gavin Corbin Simmons. Taya Tamaya Camden Simpson. Morgan Daisy Sims. Christopher Daniel Sifo, Alani Nia Sirleaf, Ashley Nicole Schleiman, Kai Alexander Smith, Kayla Danielle Smith, Kirsten Lee Smith, Morgan Michelle Smith, Natalie Giselle Solares, Jerry DeQuinn Spikes, Stanley Seth Squires, Eric Wayne Steele, Kai Denard Sterling, Justin Allen Stevens, Maurice Raymond Stewart, Elizabeth Nicole Stickley, William Don Stamilski III, Carlos Wayne Stubblefield Jr., Jorge Enrique Suarez Martinez, Arthur Lamar Sullivan, Charles Vincent Sewell, Paula Andre Talaga Cardona, Sid Francisco Tavares, Jakayla Monique Thomas, Kalia Marie Timko, Elizabeth Bellin Tomcheson, Christopher Nathan Torres, Oscar Roman Torres, Catherine Sophia Torres Castillo, Edward Charles Trahan IV, Emily Tran, Truck Boo Tran, Nicholas Gino Tratras, Gabriella Yvonne Trevino, Teresa Trong, Channing Nicole Pink Turner, Oswaldo David Uchan Ignacio, Sukant Narayan Uma Chandran, Julian Deshawn Uwadia, Joseph David Verone, Zadaya Savon Vaults, Emmanuel Antonio Vasquez, Alexia Fabiola Vasquez, Crystal Alize Selena Velasquez, Sabdi Telahim Viemas Grimaldo, Amelia Cruz Vigil, Tatiana Dela Feliz Villa, Brittany Michelle Villafana, Joami Villafana, Catherine Margot Villalobos Zuniga, Lillian Del Carmen Villanueva, Sarah Marie Villanueva, Angel Jonathan Villegas, Riley Orion Vincent, Damian Nathan von Etzingen Travers, Daniel Izamu Walker, Paris Nicole Walker Hall, Jalea LaShawn Walton, Freddie Lee Ware. Demontre Otio Washington. Anira Ayana Washington. Praveen Budhika Bandara Werakaroon. Emily Louise Wiggum. Joshua Ray White. Taylor Elizabeth White. Bailey Nicole Williams. Rochelle Devette Monet Williams. Isaiah Thomas Robert Williams. Jack Ryan Williams. Jasmine Michaela Williams. Johnny James Williams III. Skylar Simone Williams. Jaden Roosevelt Robert Wilson. Markayla Rajay Wortham. Whitney Ann Worthington. Cadron Devontae Jermaine Wright. Nathaniel Wright. Zachariah Rashid Yazad. Sophia Gabrielle Ibarra. Kyle Anthony Young. Carlos Rodriguez Zalea. And you're the last one. Ladies and gentlemen, the last graduate, Cypress Creek class of 2020, Catherine Diane Zimmerman.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 2020 graduating class of Cypress Creek High School. At this time, I would like to introduce magna cum laude graduate Nathan Wynn, son of Angie and Charlie Wynn, who will make our closing remarks.
Don't worry, everyone. I washed my hands before I got up here. Good morning, teachers, parents, staff, and faculty. You are all our rocks, our homes, and at times, the only driving force encouraging us to push through the harsh all-nighters as high schoolers pull. Cypress Creek's class of 2020 success and all of the future graduating classes ahead of us cannot be accredited justly without you all. Thank you for not only making tonight what it is, but for making these last 4 years truly impactful in a journey that will never, ever be erased from even the tiniest corners of our hearts. You have all molded each and every one of our characters. And that, in itself, is all that we could ever ask for. And for one last time, we raise our hands up to you. Now to my peers, who look like mini Smurfs from this stage. Hey, class of 2020, you're finally here? You got a diploma? So we can all graduate. Open your bags, let me see. I see it. I see you right there, give it. Just for today. But seriously, we made it, you guys. However, this time, our fears of graduating were not caused by class rank, grades, absences, or us not simply feeling enough, but due to the recent pandemic that has taken such a drastic toll on both our lives and our senior year. Some things in life just simply slip through our hands, and my heart aches for the memories we all missed on because of it. But if I am giving this speech, and everyone is gathered here today in person, flesh and bone, and not through a screen, we are all A-okay. And that is all that matters. Class of 2020, this is a time of celebration and looking toward our futures, raising our hands up to the skies. Virtual graduation who? Hence, for the next few minutes of this speech, I won't spend our time talking about everything that happened or everything that we did, because I have something more important to ask. How was quarantine, you guys? I hope you all, as I did, washed your hands for at least 20 seconds and sang your ABCs while you were scrubbing and dubbing. Because those palms of yours, believe it or not, do so much more than simply spread disease. As we leave this stadium today and wave our goodbyes, we take our first 2 steps into the real world, shaking hands with the thrilling adventures that await us. And yes, all the cliche monologues, movies, and YouTube videos will tell you the same thing. Life, it is going to kick you hard in the stomach. But these same cliche movies and quotes like this one by Babe Ruth, and from my carefully selected repertoire of movies, Another Cinderella Story, tell us this: don't let the fear of striking out stop you from playing the game. Be excited, because you have all the knowledge and preparations to succeed right in front of you. Whether it be using your fingers to make a 15-second TikTok renegading, to using your hands to creating life-changing college essays, projects, and holding them out to unify large groups of people. It is all there, right in the palm of your hands. Challenge yourself, find yourself, and fall down. But don't you dare be afraid to pick yourself back up. Those kicks in the stomach remind your lungs how amazing the taste of air is. Most importantly, allow yourself to take those clean hands of yours, hopefully, and give yourself a firm pat on the back, because you have all deserved it. We didn't just make it to graduation. We slayed it. Thank you.
Thank you, Nathan. Guests, please remain seated until your section is released by a Berry Center usher after your graduate sings their school song. At this time, Cypress Creek Class of 2020, we will sing our alma mater, followed by our all-favorite AWCC. Graduates, please stand. Graduates, at this time, begin the recessional to meet your family and friends outside in the parking lot. Congratulations and have a great day.
May I have your attention, please? Before we complete the ceremony, as a reminder, due to health guidelines related to the COVID-19 pandemic, we ask that all spectators remain seated until the graduates have left the stadium area. Once they have departed, please maintain a minimum of 6 feet distance from others as you are exiting. Congregation of groups is not allowed with this year's event. Please meet your graduate at your car and continue your celebration and picture taking at home. Thank you for your cooperation. Cypress-Fairbanks ISD wishes you a safe and enjoyable summer.